Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red this Thursday morning. It's frosty and slippery out there and freezing cold, but I think it's going to be a beautiful day. Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. Jesus continues to teach his disciples and he impresses upon them this costly decision to follow Jesus. Costly in the sense that there's this sacrificing of our old nature and a taking hold of a new nature that God has given to us in Christ Jesus. In verse 24, Jesus says these words, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross and follow me." So he's saying, right at the beginning of the journey, I want you to know this. If anyone wishes to follow me, and to follow Jesus is to really walk the way Jesus walked, not in terms of the geographical place, but in terms of the way that he walked. So he's saying, when you walk with me, when you follow me, you're following my example. Do the things that I do, say the things that I say. Act in the way that I act. Respond in the way that I respond. Follow me. Now, he says, if you're going to be one of those who follow me, we call them Christians, or in the early beginnings, it was known as the people of the way, because Jesus is the way back to God and he is the right way to walk. So if you're going to follow me, Jesus says, then he says, you're going to have to learn to bring about sacrifice to your old nature. Our old nature is in conflict with this God-given new nature we received through the grace of God. We didn't deserve it. We didn't earn it. We couldn't obtain it. It was given to us by God, free of charge. All it cost God was the blood of his son, Jesus, on the cross. So this new nature has been given to us because of what Jesus did on the cross. And so when he says, follow me and take up your cross, he's saying that on a daily basis, you're going to have to make choices as to whether or not you will follow me. That is, do what I would do or say what I would say or be what I would be in that situation. Respond to life the way I would respond. You're going to need your cross to sacrifice your old nature. When there's a conflict of interest, when there's a battle raging against you, when your mind and your heart, your spirit is longing to do your thing, and God clearly has shown us to do another thing. This conflict of battling, as it were, an old nature and a new nature. I described it by like driving a car. Who's got the steering wheel? When you have got the steering wheel, you're going to crash, just like I'm going to crash. But when God has got the steering wheel, then we'll never crash. And doing life God's way brings about God's ways in us. It changes the environment that we live in. It changes us internally, emotionally, mentally, physically. And not only does it change us, but it changes all the lives of the people around us, because we're different from the rest of the world who are selfishly living according to their own internal desires, driven by the senses and the need to survive. We're not. We're living God's way, sacrificially, caring, loving, sharing, helping, serving, sacrificing, bringing about love into the moment. And when we do that, God's love works through us to bring about love in the lives of the people around us. And they in turn are affected by that love. And so we can transform our world. We can transform the world if we give ourselves to God's ways of following Jesus. Have a great day. Be blessed. And I'll see you tomorrow.